We have Coach James Howard here from Georgetown. We'll take an opening statement from Coach and then open it up to questions.
Yes, it was a tough game for the girls. We're in the locker room, emotions are there because you got three seniors who played their possible last game. And, when we started out here today, I'm quite sure they came to win. But once the game started, I think after the fourth or fifth possession, had no legs. We just wasn't there from a physical standpoint, and DePaul, really did a great job of pushing tempo.
All right, questions for Coach. We'll start here back right with Matt.
Coach, Matt Schumacher, Big East Conference. Probably a little bit tough to put the season in perspective right now, coming off a loss. But given where you guys started at the beginning of conference play and the way that you finished the regular season, going 6-3 in your final 9 games, what are you most proud of with this group in your first season as the head coach?
Their fight. I think they were locked in with everything from the beginning to the end. Players like Dorothy Adamako could have helped with her length and her size and ability to dribble, shoot, and score and defend. We had to play smaller, and playing smaller, and for us to probably start the smallest backcourt in the NCAA Division I. I'm proud of their fight. I'm proud of their grit. I'm proud of everything that they represent. They represent Georgetown, and they represented it very well this year because, the start to the finish is always something you can look back on, and I look back on, there was records that went down this year. I look back on coming to DePaul and winning in something that hadn't been done in 17 years at Georgetown. I look at, being here tonight with this team, the semifinal game, something that hadn't been done in 19 years. That's what I'm proud of. I'm proud of their fight. I'm proud of their grit. And I think those seniors can hold their head up when they walk out of Georgetown with their degree, knowing that they started something. And we're going to continue to build off of this, and hopefully we'll be better.
Any other questions for Coach? Raise your hand. We'll go here, front row on the left.
Beth, Georgetown boys. Coach, do you think that only playing 7 players deep disadvantages this team, especially in back-to-back games like this?
Yes, Beth. I think absolutely. When you're playing, we had to play a tough game yesterday against Villanova. They run a lot of motion set, a lot of popping and stuff like that. So you have to give a lot. You have to exert a lot of energy, and exerting that energy, then come back and play the same type of style in DePaul. Doug, a veteran coach, he knows, and everything you saw was fast push tempo. They really concentrated today on pushing tempo hard and getting down in transition. They went as far as 9 to 10 deep in their rotation today, and with everyone coming off the bench that could shoot the basketball, you can't make any mistakes, and that was one thing that we were concerned about. But yes, playing 7 really kind of hurt us today because we needed fresh legs, and not just someone coming off the bench who can give you a body, but someone that really can contribute.
Anything else for Coach? We'll go back row, and then we'll come back up front.
Hey, Coach Amber Johnson, Chicagoland Sports Radio.
Okay.
Just wanted to get your take on, again, with your first year coaching this Georgetown team, having Deanna White and Cynthia Pecky be recognized all-conference with her Defensive Player of the Year in White and Pecky's Most Improved. Tell me, just give me your thoughts on working with them this season.
Okay. It was great. I mean, to see those kids honored was a blessing because Cynthia Peck is one of the hardest working players you ever want to meet. She's probably right now, as we get on this bus, she's going to look at the game film as soon as it comes up and see what she could have done better. That's how hard she is on herself. Deanna White, is just a blessing. She's one of the quietest kids. I mean, she's very loud on the court. She lets her play, speak for her. But I'm proud in many ways of those two young women because they both went through a lot of family loss, I would say. Cynthia Pecky lost her uncle when we were at Butler. Deanna White lost her grandmother when we were playing at home on a Sunday. And for both of them to continue to play because they were close to their family, and then changing and saying, okay, when we met, hey, I've been through that. Because when I lost my mother and father, I was able to say, okay, I'm going to coach for my parents. And as we talked about, they were going to play for their uncle or their grandmother. So the things that they have been able to accomplish is amazing. And then be recognized by the Big East, it's just a story in itself, because at the end of the day, it's not about just basketball. It's about family. It's about people. And that's what I'm proud about with those two young women. They set the bar, and they have done some excellent things. And I know going forward for Cynthia, wherever she goes, if she goes overseas to play, she's going to be fantastic. Deanna White, we're going to continue to work at her game, and hopefully she's even better next year.
We have a question up front still.
Hi, Coach. Evan Sully with the DePaul. Just what about DePaul's full court transition offense made it so tough for your team to handle defensively tonight?
Well, when you're running, it's like going to a track meet. They were on all cylinders tonight, and that's what, I mean, being in the game for a long time, that's what a veteran coach is going to do. He's going to look at when you played. He's going to look at how you played, and those two things right there was the win was you just finished probably 11 o'clock, 11:30. Your team probably got back to the hotel about midnight, and you probably had a hard game against Villanova running off of screens. So my scouting report is going to be, hey, we're going to push tempo today. We're going to wear them down. We're going to get out, and that's what vets do. And his kids played the scouting report perfect, and that's what a Hall of Fame coach like coach does. And his players knock down shots, and they're very good. They're very good for a reason, because they're coached by a very good coach. And when you have a coach like that can get players that fit system, and not nothing you do. We're building. We're a team, but we're trying to build a program.
Got time for one more from Coach. Anybody have a question? Raise your hand. All right. Coach, thanks.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.